Giving props to the props masters. Although props are designed to be safe, they can still hurt people if they're not used correctly. It's one of the jobs of a props master to ensure every prop and its use is monitored for safety. However, this is just one of their tasks. Props masters also need to figure out what props are needed for a production, and then acquire them all. Sometimes this will mean making completely unique items. A crucial part of the props master's role is knowing when actors will be using props and when they'll use the real thing. Real objects are used for close-up shots because props might look fake. Here's another example. An actor might need to hammer nails with a real hammer, but then use a stiff rubber hammer in a fight scene. Were it not for the props master's diligence, things could get mixed up, resulting in terrible consequences. Because of this, props masters need to be organized at all times. They also need to be good leaders, as they'll usually be in charge of a team. A good way to get started is by making and managing props for a school play. Maybe you'll be a props master one day.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the show. I'm Tiffany.
I'm Shikni.
And we're learning all about the magic behind the movies and learning about the props and how they fight and how they make these props and how they make it look safe or make it look painful and like it hurts, but safely. Yes.
Yeah. We're talking about props.
Yes,
道具。
we're talking about the breakable props, the silent props, and also the knives.
I like the
going in and out.
retractable knife.
Yeah.
That one is so cool to me.
That one sounds really fun.
I want to have one.
Yeah, maybe like for Halloween, like, maybe use it for fun. Yeah. I'm sure we can probably find that, a safe one.
Yeah, safe one.
Okay, but we did kind of talk about how, yes, although these props are made to look very real, maybe they can be safe, dangerous. Yeah, so we're going to take a look at the article. Here it says, although props are designed to be safe, they can still hurt people if they're not used correctly.
Right， 所以尽管道具的设计是安全的，使用不当，其实就像我们昨天讲的 For You Chat Question， 对吧？有时候使用不当还是会伤害人，或像the incident that happened that Tiffany mentioned yesterday.
Yeah, Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, 的那个 actor 不小心杀了人的那件事情。
Yeah, so it's definitely a discussion worth talking about, I think. But here in the article says, it's one of the jobs of a props master to ensure every prop and its use is monitored for safety. Okay, so yeah, it's kind of like what we were talking about the previous day about how we need to make sure that all the props we used are safe and people won't misuse it. Now we see the word prop master. It's basically the person in charge of the props department. They store and prepare the props and make sure which props are needed for the shoot or for the filming. Now ensure here means to make sure.
Ensure 就是保证或确保的意思，所以比如说我们讲确保法律是被遵守的，英文就是 to ensure that the law is obeyed。那我们接下来看一下 monitor 这个字。
All right, let's take a look at the word monitor. Monitor here is a verb and it means to watch and check something to make sure everything goes according to plan or to even help make changes if necessary. For example, parents might need to monitor their babies when they're crawling around or when they're sleeping. That's why sometimes you see the baby cameras over the babies and parents can monitor them. They need to check on them over a period of time to make sure everything is okay. We can use monitor in a sentence like this. The doctors monitored a special patient very carefully.
Okay, monitor 就是监控或监督。那么这个字呢，也可以当名词，像我们电脑的 a computer monitor, that is a 电脑显示器。或者是医生，我们有时候去看病就会监测我们的那种器具也是。比如说 doctors watched the man's heartbeat on the monitor. 所以其实确保每个道具跟实用性都受到监控，而且要确保它安全，这也是 props master 的大师的工作之一哦。
Next, it says, however, this is just one of their tasks. Props masters also need to figure out what props are needed for a production and then acquire them all. We see the phrase here, figure out. Figure out means to find out or find a solution to get something. And then here they also have to acquire all these props. When you acquire something, it means you have to get something by either buying it or be given it. For example, maybe the museum finally acquired one of Picasso's famous paintings. And they maybe borrowed it from another museum or they bought it from somewhere else.
所以 to figure something out 就是去理解明白。有时候我们比如说这件事情现在你觉得 it's kind of tricky, you don't really know what to do about it, but maybe you can say something like we'll figure it out. 我们之后就会想出办法的意思。那么 acquire 呢，这个字就是动词，这边是取得。但是呢，其实呢确保道具安全啦，然后有监测只是其中一个任务，道具大师还要弄清楚哪些作品需要什么道具，然后就获得它们。So maybe what if they can never find it? So do they have to like make it?
Probably, I think
wow.
so. Yeah. It says, let's take a look at the article and see what they say. It says sometimes this will mean making completely unique items. Okay, that's right. Maybe
我们直接讲
yeah. Okay, you're so smart.
这
Yeah.
好酷哦，所以有时候要自己做They're so talented.
That's actually really fun, I think.
I think it would be a perfect job for you.
Yeah.
I think you're very good at like these kind of
I love doing things like that.
对
Like I can imagine like for Barbie, right? The movie
right.
Barbie,
对
they would have to make like props specifically for the setting. Oh my God, I want to be in that movie. It's so cute. I see, it's so much fun. Next, it says here, a crucial part of the props master's role is knowing when actors will be using props and when they'll use the real thing. Okay, so sometimes I guess like in the fight scenes, right? They have to use the fake objects, but then maybe when they're filming like just the background, it has to be real. So they have to make sure they switch it, or else if they hit the actor with the real like glass bottle, like that's really painful, and then that could cause a lot of injuries. So it's very crucial. Crucial just means very important.
对，所以 crucial 就是关键的。那么道具师的角色，他一个关键的任务就是要知道演员什么时候用这些道具，以及什么时候要使用真的。
Next, it says here, real objects are used for close-up shots because props might look fake. I remember how I said like the water gun, the pew pew. Yeah, when something is fake, it's an adjective and it means made to look like something else.
对
So like, for example, fur jackets. Traditionally, they're made by killing animals and using their real fur to make the jackets or items. But of course, right now, that's, not the best thing to do because killing animals for fur is like wrong. So a lot of maybe fashion brands, they might use fake fur instead. So what they do is they use like maybe, I don't know what kind of materials, but then they make it look like the real one and they make it sometimes feel like the real one too. For example, we can say, it's so much fun to ski all year round, even though the snow is fake, we all enjoyed it.
对，所以 fake 就是假的，所以像如果一个假笑就是 fake smile or a fake laugh, or 像 fake, you can also use it as a noun, 那就是一个假的货、赝品。所以比如说 no one spotted that the gun was a fake, but it was actually a water gun. 然后 fake 的话当动词也可以 to fake something. 比如说 she's not sick, she's just faking it. 她根本就没有生病，她在假的啦。
It reminds me of Mean Girls.
对，她可能想要去那个请假吧。好，所以特写镜头呢就会使用真实的物品，因为道具如果你拍太近，看起来就可能会被发现是假的。
That's right. So they have to make sure that, we switched it just in time, or else they're filming a fake prop and it's like, hey, that's not supposed to be in the movie. Okay, and the article says, here's another example. An actor might need to hammer nails with a real hammer, but then use a stiff rubber hammer in a fight scene, okay? So, it reminds me of Thor. Okay, a hammer, to hammer something could be used as a verb, okay? It means to hit something with the hammer, which is a tool used to put pieces of wood or something together. And like I mentioned, you could think about what Thor has in his hands. He has the hammer, okay? We can also use it in a sentence like this. The blacksmith hammers the beautiful sword into shape.
所以 hammer 就是把什么东西吹进什么，那名词就是也是 hammer 都是一样，动词名词可以。所以当动词就是把什么东西打进去，吹到里面去，就是 to hammer something into something. 比如说 Could you hold this nail in position while I hammer it into the door? But yeah, I'm not gonna hammer your hand.
Yeah, please don't hit my hand.
小好可怕对所以 informal 有 informal 的用法就是口语有时候我们说一个人在比赛中彻底被打败也可以 So they were hammered in both games.
Yes, they got killed. No, not literally, but then like they got defeated
输了对
Yes. We also saw the word stiff here. It's an adjective and it means difficult to bend or move. So not easily bent. You can even use the word rigid. You can even think about this, like maybe you're exercising and then the next day your muscles, you can't really move them. You're like, I can't walk up the stairs. You have very stiff muscles. We can also use it in a sentence like this. The new leather shoes were stiff at first, but they became more comfortable after a few wears.
所以 stiff 就是硬的或不易弯曲的像我们身体的部位如果有点僵硬的也可以比如说 a stiff neck 比如说 having to always look down must give him a stiff neck 你们一直滑手机其实就会有僵硬的脖子所以另外一个例子就是演员呢他们在用锤子敲钉子可能就是真的不过打斗场景用硬的橡胶锤铁
Next it says, were it not for the props master's diligence, things could get mixed up, resulting in terrible consequences. Oh no.
我们今天 Language in Focus 要看到的是跟现在事实相反的假设句型。那这个句型在表示跟现在事实相反的假设情况，所以可以理解成现在如果没有怎么样，或者是要不是什么就不会怎么样。那么 if 带领的假设句是使用过去式，主要子句呢我们使用助动词 could、would、should or might 后面加动词。课文的用法呢就是倒装那我们句中呢先去掉 if。were 再把它移到句首，主词放在后面，它就变成倒装了。其实蛮简单的。那我们课文句子其实还原倒装会变成什么呢？其实原来的句子是 If it were not for the props master's diligence, things could get mixed up, resulting in terrible consequences. 所以我们再看一个句子原来是 If it were not for water, no living things could live. 没有水，我们全部的人都没办法活了，或生物都没办法活。那我们怎么倒装呢？ were 移到前面 So were it not for water, no living things could live.
All right, so props masters need to be very diligent. This is the adjective. We can also use diligence as a noun. It means careful work or great effort. Now, result in this phrase means to cause something to happen.
所以 diligence 是勤奋嘛，老师刚刚提到的形容词 diligent 就是勤奋的，所以 result in terrible consequences. Resulting 就是导致。Now, what does consequence stand for?
Okay, consequence means it's a noun and it means the result of something that has happened, but it's usually an unpleasant result. Like, for example, if you had tests coming up and you didn't study at all, plus you stayed up all night playing video games, what do you think will happen to you on the test? Of course, you will get a bad score because you didn't even study or review at all. So your consequence would be not getting a good grade. For example, we can also say the naughty kids stole money from the store and now they have to face their consequences and go to the police.
所以 consequence 就是一个人的结果后果，所以有时候说一个东西没有很重要，我们可以说什么东西是 of little or no consequence， 代表没有什么重要。比如说 your opinion is of little consequence to me， 有点就是这还好，我没有很介意啦。所以如果不是道具师的勤奋呢，其实物品可能会被搞混，那搞混就惨了，可能会有可怕的后果。
That's right. Here in the article says, because of this, props masters need to be organized at all times, okay? At all times just means continuously, non-stop. For example, police officers need to be alert at all times in case there is an emergency. All right, so props masters have to be organized. It's an adjective and it means you have to plan things well. Like maybe you have your schedule planned. You know what to do and when you need to do it. You might also have a very tidy or neat home or maybe even a desk. You know where you put away your pens, books, pencils, everything. Okay? For example, we can use it in a sentence like this. Marie is really organized. She always keeps her things in place at home.
Organized 就是有条理的或井井有条，可是也可以当组织好啦，或者是有计划好的意思。比如说有计划好的那个犯罪案件好了。The murders may have been linked to organized crime.
Oh no.
对，所以 at all times 就是随时或一直。所以正因为如此呢，道具是需要注意太多的事情，他们随时都要井井有条的。
That's right. Here it says they also need to be good leaders as they'll usually be in charge of a team. When you're in charge of something, it means to be in control or to have full responsibility of something. Like, for example, if your parents need to go out real quickly, they might put the oldest sibling in charge while they're gone. It means that the oldest sibling is in control and that all the other younger siblings should listen to them.
对，就变成大姐头。我是那个最厉害的 I'm in control, I'm in charge. 对，我是要负责所有。这个 in charge of something 就是管理的人。所以其实 props master 他们也要是很优秀的领导者，因为通常他们会要负责一整个团队。
Next it says, a good way to get started is by making and managing props for a school play. Maybe you'll be a props master one day. Now, if this sounds like a really interesting job for you and you're like, I want to do this, well, you can get started by doing stuff for your school play. When you get started, this phrase means to begin.
对，所以如果呢，你想要对这个是有兴趣的，其实一开始会先为一些学校的戏剧作品做制作啊，管理道具，也是一个很好的开始。这边的 get started 就是开始的意思。说有一天呢，你就会成为一名道具师啦。
Oh my gosh, so cool!
真的
I wish I could do that. Maybe I should have done that in high school.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Man, oh well.
You can start now.
That's true. It's never too late to start now, right? One day you'll see me as the prop master in Hollywood.
Yes.
All right. Well, this brings us to our For You chat, though. The question is, does the idea of being a props master appeal to you? Why or why not?
Not as much as, I'd rather be an actor. I'm not really interested in being an actor either, but...
A singer.
Singer. Yeah, but I think I don't have a brain for that. You have to be very smart, like in making those
Maybe
gadgets
artistic, perhaps. Yeah.
I don't think I qualify.
Yeah, I think maybe like the difficult ones, like sometimes I watch like the Disney documentaries about they're called Imagineers. It's very cute. And they're the ones who design all the rides and all the cool stuff that we see in the theme parks. They have to be very smart. They have to use a lot of engineering and a lot of creativity. And also they have to sometimes be very good at art too.
True.
Yeah, so that's actually really, I think, super inspiring. But yeah, maybe an idea of being a props master could appeal to me. I think it's a lot of fun. Like I mentioned, I love doing behind the scenes work, and I love like, oh, how do you make the set, or how do you do this, or like how do you make the sound? And I love the idea of like all these things. It's so much fun.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. But yeah. Maybe there'll be a career change for me. You'll see me in Hollywood at the Oscars. Oh my gosh! You'll see me getting the award with the awards and stuff.
Props master,
I'm just kidding.
Tiffany.
Yes, but yeah, I think it sounds like a lot of fun for me. But I know it takes maybe years of training and a lot of hard work and a lot of like building your skill and craft.
True.
Yeah, so I'll think about it.
Yeah, do you guys want to be it? Yeah, if you guys want to do it, then do it.
Yes. And you can
chase
start
after your dreams.
That's right. Go for it. There's nothing to be afraid of.
네.
Okay, so you guys can think about it. Do you want to do other things in the movie industry? Do you want to be an actor or actress? Do you want to be a director? Yes, these are all things that you could talk about amongst yourselves. But that is the end of our article. We hope to see you guys very soon.
Yeah.
We'll miss you. Bye.
Bye.
Vocabulary Review.
Monitor. I need to monitor the cookies in the oven to make sure they don't burn. Fake. This ring is very pretty, but the diamond isn't real. It's just a fake one. Hammer. Leon hammered a nail into the wall so he could hang up a picture in his living room. Stiff. The chair is made of a stiff material, so it won't easily bend when you sit in it. Consequence. Ignoring traffic rules can lead to serious consequences that cost not only money, but human lives. Organized. Alicia is such an organized person that she always keeps a clear schedule of her daily tasks.
智慧小补帖
ensure, acquire, crucial, diligence,